mother tongue without learning any grammar rules. But we were surrounded by the people who were always speaking in our mother tongue. So we just listened them and we picked up and we learned to speak our mother tongue. But in this case, in English, there are no one, we don't have this kind of environment. So there is no one who's speaking in English all the time. So we're not getting that environment. So it's impossible to learn English without grammar. Those people who think that we will get to learn English without learning grammar rules, they're wrong. I think because they can. I will not say it's totally impossible. It's possible, but you have to surround yourself all the time with those people who are speaking in English all the time. But it's impossible for us. We will not get that environment. So what we have to do, we have to learn some basic grammar rules. Like tenses are very important. Passive structures or modals and tenses are important, and preposition. I think these three things are important. We all have to learn, and we all also have to learn modal verbs. So if you are making sentences every day, try to take one tense. Like if you are taking simple present tense, then make 100 sentences in simple present.
My name is Rohit. I'm basically from Varanasi, UP. I have completed my study, and nowadays,
Mhm.
I'm learning this language. If I
Oh,
add something my hobby, so I love to read books and sometimes talk to strangers. I love to talk.
okay, that's great. So let me introduce myself. I am Shatabdi. I'm talking to you from West Bengal. I'm talking about my academic credentials. I have done my graduation and post graduation in English literature, and I have also completed B.Ed. And talking about my hobbies, I like singing, dancing, and reading books. That's all about me. And I have been running my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Speak with Shatabdi. That's all about me. So, do you run
Uh,
any YouTube channel?
no, I haven't any YouTube channel.
Okay, so are you planning to create any YouTube channel? Do you have this kind of plan that you will upload this kind of conversation videos?
Maybe in future I will like a plan for creating a YouTube channel, but not
Okay,
now.
okay, okay. So you mentioned that you like reading books. So are you reading any book these days?
Yes, I'm reading a book nowadays. That name is Mindset is Everything.
Okay, okay, okay. So did you purchase that book online or offline?
I purchased that book online. So it's easy to purchase any kind of book through online because we can find
Mm-hmm.
much of the like a book interested to up. So we can get easy of online.
Okay, okay, okay. That's great. So what did you find? Did you find that book interesting and helpful for you?
Yeah, it's very interesting and helpful for me as well everyone because I consider whatever we are doing, that is everything is going on in through our mind. So as a great
Mm-hmm.
mindset, good mindset is having a good mindset is very important. If you want to do anything, if you want to achieve anything, so it's like a good mindset and positive mindset is a very important.
Okay,
So
okay.
that
So
book is helping for me.
so have you completed that book completely? You have completed that book?
No, I haven't completed it, but I'm
Mhm.
reading. Actually, I'm reading that book. That book is totally in English, and actually, I was
Mhm.
like a totally Hindi medium background, so it's
Mhm.
something difficult for me. So I'm taking some time for reading.
Okay. So usually how much time do you take to finish a book?
It's hard to me say like that because I can say that's a totally like a new book for me and first book for like me. I just started to read that book. I haven't complete any book overall pages.
Okay, okay. So how many pages are there in that book?
I think approx 365 pages.
Okay. Yeah, you are absolutely right. It becomes difficult to understand, right? Especially when you are reading English books, it definitely you are going to come across with new words. So that is what stops you. And if sometimes that's why people feel bored. So you have to search the meaning of that particular word, and you have to know the meaning of the depth meaning of that particular word. So it becomes difficult sometimes to understand, to read, and to finish this kind of books. Okay. So apart from reading books, what are your hobbies? For any kind of hobbies do you have?
Yes, yes. Really, as I like mentioned, I really eager to know something about the other, like strangers,
Mhm.
what like they are doing in their life, and what which kind of goals they have, what they are like achieving, they want to achieving. So and their cultures and something. So as I mentioned earlier, so I love to talk with the strangers.
Okay, so do you use any other audio application? Because nowadays there are a lot of applications. Do you use those applications too for your English speaking, or only you are using this application?
No, actually, if I talk about in audio, so I'm using one application that name is a Joe Talk. But yeah, that
Oh,
application is a good. But when it comes to in like video, so that just this application I have Skype. I'm using this application, and it's my second video. I can say so. Just I'm learning. I can say easily. Like some of time I feel hesitation like while conversation and get stuck in this language on also video. I think I believed more like video and audio for some different
absolutely.
experience because if you have just audio experience, so definitely when you comes to on video, so you have to feel little will a bit hesitation to in initial
Yes.
I can.
Yes, yes, it happens. So for to remove our hesitation, we should do some kind of video conversations too. Audio conversation is quite good, but to remove our fear, to remove our hesitation, we need to talk over audio calls, video calls as well. Yeah. So have you taken subscription on Jostock application?
Yeah, I have like a text subscription.
For how much money? How much did you pay for that?
Actually, I cannot recall correctly. Approx 699, approx 700. Yeah, for
Okay,
1 year.
okay.
Yeah, that application is a good for totally like a beginner, as I am also beginner. So
Mm-hmm.
if you don't know anything like how to convey your thought, as a easy, sometime introduction also. So it's initially stage that application is a good because there are lots of the beginners.
Yes. So do you get to chance to talk with the expert tutor on that application?
As far as my knowledge, there is no any kind of the like a mentor and like teachers.
Like,
Uh,
okay,
mhm.
okay, okay. So are you planning to join any language learning platforms like English, Clapping Go, or Cambly?
Yeah, I thought earlier, but I get to know like that application. I think it's very expensive, and what I
Mm-hmm.
believe, if you are able to convey your thoughts like easily, I can say if you have some fluency, so that
Mm-hmm.
time that
Right.
application would be good for you. If you are really totally beginner, so maybe that would be not good for you because that application is a lot too much expensive. So learning is a never-ended process, and you will take some time for learning. And there is a just one session of much amount. I don't know,
Yes, yes, it is.
really. So you have to spend much money. What I believe.
Yes, that's true. I totally agree with you because you have to spend a good amount of money. They take like 3,000 for few session and they provide you 30 minutes each session for 30 minutes. So yeah, to learn a new language, to learn a single language, it is quite like impossible for some people to give that much amount of money. And when we are getting already so many advantages because there are a lot of audio applications on this application, even you are getting co-learner, so you don't need to join any language learning platform. If someone is passionate about learning this language and they can put a little bit extra effort, then definitely one can achieve their fluency. I believe so.
Yes,
And
really,
nowadays, everything.
I totally agree with you. What I like feel in my journey, it's not too much like long, but I believe the speaking comes to speak. There is no one
Absolutely.
can like teach you how to speak. Just you can
Right.
like feel how and you can understand how to speak. If you want to speak, so you have to speak again, more and more.
Yes. The more you speak, the better you become. So, to achieve your fluency, you have to start speaking. Until you start speaking, you will never understand that what are the areas you need to work on. When you will start speaking, you will be able to understand these are the areas where I'm getting stuck. So you will understand that time. So you will understand that here this is my weak point. I have to work on this, and this is according to your weak points. You have to work. But teachers they can guide you with the right path. Definitely they can guide you, but to some extent. But rest of the thing you have to do on your own. So it's better to work on yourself. I also believe that. Okay, so
Yes,
do you
yes,
like to
really.
watch?
We can like understand like our mistake also. We can find our mistake yourself also. Like while
Mhm.
conversation, we can understand where I'm like not good, where I can work on
Yes,
it.
yes,
So that's the easy way of the like learning. I can say you have to become mentor to yourself.
absolutely, absolutely. So do you watch English movies? Do you listen to English music?
Yeah, actually, I want to listen and watch movies, but I have any kind of interest in watching movie because I don't want to spend much 3 hours in a particular areas, and
Right.
it's hard to me like continuously watching like a movie 3 hours on mobile phone. That will it can affect our like eyes and mental issue. I can say.
Absolutely.
But some of the time, whenever I want to listen something, so I go for like a podcast and TEDx uh, speak because they are like they are providing your own experience and variety of the like mentor also like they are like giving a speech on TED talk. So it's my opinion that is a good for like
Yeah, yeah, that's good. So, apart from speaking with others, are you doing anything else to improve your English speaking skills, to improve your writing skills, listening skills, reading skills?
Yeah, that's a good like a question, but definitely at first I would like to know like what can I do for like improve my communication as well as language skill.
Okay, so yeah, you are already reading, so it can help you to know new words, new sentence structures. So that is quite good. That means you are on the right track. You can improve your reading skills by reading. If you want to improve your listening skills, then you have to listen to a lot. Like you can listen to native speakers. You can watch podcasts in English. You can watch movies. You can listen to English music too. And English conversations are also helpful. You can watch those. So this is how you can improve your listening skills. And for speaking, you have to speak as much as you can. Start speaking with co-learners. These days, we cannot make excuses that we don't have environment, we don't have any co-learners. There are a lot of co-learners who are always ready to speak with others. So you have to speak more and more with other co-learners. And if you want to improve your writing skills, definitely you need to make a habit of writing every day. Whatever you are doing during the day, write down all those things in the at night, and your daily routine. You can write down about that, and many things you can write down, like any childhood memories. You can describe that childhood memories in English, and you can write down about your school life. How was that? So you can write down about how was your school life. You can write down about that in English, and your favorite festivals, your favorite movie. Write down something about and your favorite book. Recently, for example, you have read any book recently, and you can write down about that book, whatever comes in your mind, and whatever you think about that book, you can write down. So this is how we can improve your writing skills as well. So we all
Yeah,
have to work on four things.
yeah, that is
Yes.
like a great advice. I can say I am ready to do overall things what you would like to suggest me, advise me. And ma'am, one thing. So, what would you like to like suggest and advise to like those people those are really beginners as like me. So they don't know
Mhm.
anything about they just want to start their journey in this
Yes.
language because as we are know we are in like in Indian and our mother tongue is like sometimes as you are Bengali, so Bengali and I'm
Mhm.
a Hindi, so I have
Mhm.
a Hindi native language, so
Mhm.
different kind of the native language, so those are people from they want to start their journey in English, so what would you like to say about them?
Yes, I would like to suggest to all those beginners that they need to work on their grammar. Everyone says that how we learned our mother tongue just by listening to others. But we learned without learning any grammar rules. We learned our mother tongue without learning any grammar rules. But we were surrounded by the people who were always speaking in our mother tongue. So we just listened them and we picked up and we learned to speak our mother tongue. But in this case, in English, there are no one, we don't have this kind of environment. So there is no one who is speaking in English all the time. So we're not getting that environment. So it's impossible to learn English without grammar. Those people who think that we will be able to learn English without learning grammar rules, they're wrong. I think because they can. I will not say it's totally impossible. It's possible, but you have to surround yourself all the time with those people who are speaking in English all the time. But it's impossible for us. We will not get that environment. So what we have to do, we have to learn some basic grammar rules. Like tenses are very important. Passive structures, some modals and tenses are important, and preposition. I think these three things are important. We all have to learn, and we all also have to learn modal verbs. So if you are making sentences, every day try to take one tense. Like if you are taking simple present tense, then make 100 sentences in simple present tense only. And English sentence, how English sentence structure is formed, it is SVO pattern. That means, first of all, you have to place subject, and then you have to place a verb, and then you have to place object. So in simple present tense, what happens if the subject is third person singular dumper, we have to add ish or ish with the verb and then object. So this is how you have to make 100 sentences in simple present tense only. Like you have to take different pronoun like I, you, we, they in subject place, and you have to take different verb like tell, say, go, come, talk.
Mhm.
This is how, and object. So I go, he goes, she goes, they go. He comes, she comes. So this is how we have to make a lot of sentences because we know everything, but when it comes to speak, we forget when to add ish and es with the verb because we are not practicing regularly. So that is the reason. Lack of practice is the reason of making mistakes. So we have to practice more and more. And when you will write down all those things, it will become easier for you to remember everything. I did this at my initial days. So that is why I feel everybody can do that. It is really, it can help you a lot.
Yeah,
And
that's really. Mhm. Yes,
the
ma'am.
next day, you can take a different tense, like present continuous tense, make 100 sentences. I am going, he is going, she is going, they are going, Ram is going, Shita is going. So this is how you can make 100 sentences in present continuous tense. And then present perfect continuous. This is how you have to make sentences. And you have to also make sentences like affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and negative interrogative sentences. You have to make this kind of sentences a lot. If you can make, you have to take different verb and you have to take different pronoun and make sentences. It will help you a lot.
Yeah, really, ma'am. It was like a great advice to for beginner. Definitely, it will help a lot to them if they will like watch that kind of your videos. So definitely, it will a lot help a lot them.
Yes, I did this and it helped me a lot. So that is why I'm telling everyone to do this.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I'm saying, it's your like experience, whatever you are telling, that's your own
Mhm.
experience. So definitely it will help them.
Okay. So would you like to ask any question or otherwise we can wrap up the session? If you have any
Uh,
question, you can ask me or you can.
yeah. I would like to about like me where I am and where I can work on it as I like I'm considering as a beginner. So I'm learning. So what would you like to suggest me? Because I'm also eager to
Yeah,
know something about like me.
you are expressing your ideas, your thoughts properly. So you have to speak more and more. The more you speak, the better you will achieve your fluency. Speak every day with your co-learners as much as possible for you. Like you can give 2 3 hours a day in a day. That is the practice is the one and only key to become fluent in this language. So I believe that until you speak more and more, you will not be able to achieve your fluency. So you have to speak more and more.
Okay, ma'am.
As you
Thank you.
already know all the grammar rules, you know, and so you don't have any problem to make sentences. You can make sentences properly. So you have to speak nothing. There is nothing to do. And listen, watch English content. That's enough.
Yes, ma'am. I will do.
Yes. Okay. So can we wrap up the session for today? Definitely, we will connect later.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It was great conversation
Okay.
uh, with
I
you.
also enjoy talking to you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.